so I thought I would feature a series of photos with Joe, Kyoko, and Suki, and I threw in a video of Molly to sweeten the pot. I hope everyone is well. I'm still glued to the Alec Murdaugh case, which gets more interesting by the day. Here's the thing. The prosecution's case is very circumstantial, right? But there's a lot of bias against Alec because he's, this case, prior to all this, has gotten a lot of media exposure. So I hope that he's getting a fair trial. I mean, do I think he did it? I am leaning towards thinking he did. I'm very curious to see what the defense is going to put forth. My biggest bone of contention with the whole thing is the fact that he lied about being at the kennels the night that Maggie and Alex died. Paul died. Why would you lie about that if you had nothing to hide? So it's going to be interesting to see how the defense explains that. Yesterday, Maggie's sister testified, and we really got a sense of who Maggie was from her. Really humanized Maggie and Paul, which I appreciate because sometimes I think victims get lost in all of this. She seemed a bit torn during her testimony. She was testifying for the prosecution. I think that she, feels hurt and betrayed by Alec. So I think today, perhaps, Cousin Eddie might be testifying. He's on the witness list. He's the one that Alec said he hired to kill him, right? Because it was he didn't want to commit suicide because then Buster, his oldest son, wouldn't get the money. So he hired this guy, one of his friends. But Cousin Eddie said that's not how it went down, that Alec called him. He was in a bad way. He showed up. They fought over the gun because Eddie was trying to prevent Alec from hurting himself. The gun went off. At any rate, Alec wasn't hurt that bad. So it's just, there's so many layers to this case, and it's like a Lifetime movie, but it's reality. And in reality, two people lost their lives. So in other news, and a little bit more upbeat news, I am doing a series of shorts where I'm featuring some of my favorite artists. So if you want to check that out, I would appreciate it. And I also want to talk a little bit about what is up with some of these YouTubers being so entitled. There's this one lady I watched. I'm not going to mention her name because I just don't want to out her. But she will get on her platform and she will moan about people not watching her videos. She will moan about people not contributing to her fund, right, or giving her money. And you see that with a lot of YouTubers, that this sense of entitlement. And, there's this one YouTuber, again, I won't mention his name, who, if he's not raking in the money, he's, well, I'm just going to end the show. I'm just going to quit. Well, okay, quit. Nobody asked you to make a YouTube channel. And I realize that some people make a business out of this, and that's fine. I don't begrudge them that. But don't come at me with a sense of entitlement like I owe you something. It's just like any business. If you are responsible for your business and growing your business and bringing people to your platform, right? So I don't know. It's just like, it's just such a turnoff when you hear people really just being kind of abusive. And I don't want to say abusive because I think it gets thrown around too much, but rude to the people who are supporting them. Like, they're entitled to our support. They're entitled to our views. They're entitled to our money. No, you're not. You're not. So, and I'm not one to throw money around. Like, I will give to charities and stuff. And if there's a creator that I really like, yeah, I'm happy to contribute. Or if someone's in need. But I do that because I want to. I don't want to do it because I'm feeling, like you're guilting me into it. Because that just kind of defeats the purpose and the whole point of giving, I think. So anyway, there's my gripe of the day. I have to gripe about something, right? It's a mixture of positivity and griping. So there's the dichotomy of the day. Anyway, I hope y'all are well. I am going to gear up and watch the Alec Murdaugh trial. And I know, like, my British people are just like, what? Who? They could care less. So that's fair. That's fair. Anyway, and I think it was Genetic Code, did a video about Armchair Detective, where apparently Armchair Detective thinks that when people, the media and stuff, are talking about Armchair Detectives, they're specifically singling him out and talking about him. What? This man, like, I'm sorry, at this point, it's just comical. You have to laugh at how ridiculous this guy is. But he feels singled out. It's like, well, you got a guilty conscience there, sir. But you're just one of many, unfortunately, that like to put their own bogus theories out there and act like we should just be applauding them for, ooh, you're accusing innocent people. Well done. I love it. Oh my God, it's so dumb. Anyway, until next time, y'all, be well.